So it's more important to ask the right questions rather than knowing the right answer. The world of knowing the right answers have gone. Google has everything. So don't try to memorize things and know everything. Everything is in Google. Just try to know what should we ask to Google to lead yourself to a brighter future. And very importantly, do embrace change. I think anyone who says I don't like technology will not be able to survive. So we do embrace change, do embrace technology. It is the way in future. Analyze data, use data. Don't say that I don't like data. I don't think so. The world has so much of data today. For us to go in future, we need to really analyze data. Very importantly, try to collaborate and co-create with others. Don't have to be an individual sole runner with your team. I think the world with so much of networking, we as a company, small company in Hyderabad, we get our things done from Bangladesh, from Pakistan, from Romania, from Venezuela. We are based in Hyderabad, but we are co-creating and co-collaborating. We are collaborating with Indian Institute of Chemical Technology. So we don't have to be all by ourselves experts in this new world. We can do it with others. We can co-collaborate and co-create our products and services. So don't have to be a solo company, don't have to be a solo runner, network with people. And one last point in this technology part is try to be in sync with the ESG, which is like, the environment friendly companies or environment friendly, social friendly and governance friendly. So try to have yourself an understanding of how can your product or service help the environment, help the society and help in good governance. So that is what everyone is looking for in the future. So that was one very important point from a career perspective, if you're working in any companies or you're setting up a company. If you can go a little ahead. Yeah, in terms of leadership position is a very vulnerable position. I don't think so that you can always say that, whatever I do is right. It's a very vulnerable position. We do make mistakes. I do make mistakes. It's a very changing world. It's very difficult to actually say that everything that I am going to do is going to be right. Extremely difficult to be in a world where we say that everything I'm going to do is going to be right. So we are vulnerable with this so much of changing technologies happening. Make a best guess and move fast, because the technology is moving so fast. There's so many companies moving fast, carriers are getting updated. So just keep moving fast. You'll make some mistakes, you may pay fees to some technology tutorials, but that technology might not be useful for you for more than 6 months. But keep moving fast, take some risk and accept mistakes if they happen. So be it. I think leadership is all about making mistakes. It's not that leaders in the previous past never did mistakes. I don't think Gandhiji accepted some mistakes that he did. So there is nothing like saying that, a leader never makes mistakes. It just makes mistakes and he learns from there. And don't be complacent. I think the world has changed totally nowadays. We can't be complacent on particular thing that we have achieved and now we don't have to do anything. No, the world is constantly moving. So you keep moving with that, keep changing, keep transforming your company, keep transforming yourself for a better career. If you can go a little ahead. Yeah, one thing typically nowadays that happens with people and leaders is when we keep changing things, when we have a vision, when we are putting teams together, what naturally happens is the leaders do get a focus. Nothing wrong about getting a focus, but the leaders' focus should be to try to bring change in the organization. The change in the organization or trying to create the reality out of that particular vision. Okay, that is, he should focus on that. During the process, there will be media who will say that these people are trying to build a new India. They are going to say that these people are trying to build a new product that's going to change the world. They are going to tell that this particular person is going to change the way he's leading the organization. So a lot of people start looking at them. So don't get defocused and try to get into the fame part of it. Fame will come. I think you should not get focused on fame. Just focus on trying to work on the cause that you are really working on. And social media is a very big distractor for creating fame. We don't think so. We should get digressed by social media fame, which we get, how many likes and followers we are having. That just focus on the change, the cause and the vision, and all the other things that come, just let it come. Don't really bother about the fame that you get. So that may come on its way, and that's fine to have, but don't focus on that. One very important thing is, in terms of leadership is not about just doing yourself. It's not about you, and it's not about your company. It's all about how you also develop others in the process. So, so as you learn and as you develop your company, as you develop your career, if you're working in any company, it's also important that as you learn certain things, please also share it with others, so that then you feel also happy. It likes little dichotomy that if you know something, if you share something, that guy will come to up to your level, and he will have the same intellectual level like yours. You have that fear in the beginning, but I think you share it and you will see the love of it. When they also start speaking your language, when they have your intellectual, you feel good, you feel great that you have been able to contribute to that other individual. So do that, and I think we will see a better future for ourselves, and we also feel good, happy internally that we have been able to contribute to somebody else too. Yeah, just a quick thing, a lot of people get confused with leadership and probably not, and something else, I just want to say that leadership is not about a title, okay? It's not that if you are a managing director, then only you are a leader, okay? No, leadership could be even the bottommost person in the organization. Leadership is if he is having a vision for himself from growing from an executive to a senior executive, that's also a vision. If he wants to see himself growing in a 15-year, 20-year period, he wants to start his own company, that's also a vision. So vision and leadership is nothing to do with titles. It is about, sometimes you would have seen in companies that the CEO is there, but there are people who don't really like or follow the CEO, but they might like somebody junior to him. Maybe he's a general manager of a company, but people see that this general manager is talking sense, he's able to take the team together. So that general manager is probably a better leader than the CEO. So never ever get confused with leadership and title. And what really happens in the long term is that general manager eventually will be able to progress better in his career. So that leadership always gets a bigger hand, a better leap as compared to a typical manager. Leadership is also not about age. It's not about years of experience. A person, Vivekananda was hardly in his 20s and 30s when he was called a leader, because he could lead a religion conference in Chicago, right? So it's all about your vision. It's not about the age. A person with 80 with not having a vision to what he's going to do in the future, how he's going to lead a team, is not a leader. He could be aged 80 years or 70 years, but leadership means vision. Leadership means ability to take people along with you to that particular vision. It's also not about you. It's about how are you able to build your team? Are they able to grow up? Are they able to learn more? Are they able to contribute more? Are they able to actually grow up along with you in terms of building their own teams? It's very importantly, it's all about listening. Okay, it's not about talking. Actually, I wanted this seminar to be a listening kind of a seminar, but for some technology reasons, it could not be a two-way session. But I would really like to take questions and give examples and take examples and then say this is leadership and this is not. But for some technology reasons, it's right now a one-way method. I would really appreciate if you can just put questions at the end of this session, and we will try to do on the chat address some of these questions. It's also not doing it all by yourself. It's all about you taking it together. Okay, 1 + 1 is not 2, 1 + 1 is 11. We know that, and we need to build on that particular concept that don't do everything by yourself. Take the teams with you. It's also not necessary that you should know all the answers. I think I kind of briefed that on the previous point a little more. It's also do not get into demeaning others. We've seen this happening in organizations. Never ever demean others. People have different intellectuals, so don't get into demeaning others. Try to be respectful of their character, respectful of that individual, and try to help them. Okay, and if they require, typically what they require is a training intervention. Train them to develop. In case if they don't train, I think they need to then move on and find a place where they can really do better. And it's also, leadership is not about taking credit, it's about giving credit. If someone does good in the team, I think the team should get the credit. If someone does good, not good, I think the leader should take the blame. He should say, I think we messed it up.